Hello everyone, I welcome you all to ATM Creations. Let's begin with today's challenge. So in this video, I'm going to talk about importance of maintaining relationships. When I do training programs for students, I ask them a question. When do you think people are going to help you? Three scenarios basically. Number one, you think people will help you when you have helped them earlier. When you have helped them in the past. And you think people will help you when you go to them and ask for help. And third, you think people will help you voluntarily when they know you need help. So, when I ask this question to students, most of them opt for option 1 or option 2. Very few believe that people will voluntarily help you. When I ask them, let's imagine you have helped around 10 people in the past. When you need help, do you think all those 10 people are going to come forward and help you back? And when I ask this question, they say, not necessarily, ma'am. And okay, now scenario number 2, you think people will help you when you go to them and ask for help. When you go to them and ask for help, is it necessary that people should say yes? Then the students say, not necessarily. And for the third scenario, I tell them, I'm not going to ask if people voluntarily helping is possible. What I'm saying is, people voluntarily helping you is possible. So my question is little different. What do you think you need to do to make people voluntarily help you? And then there would be a complete silence. Now those who are watching this video, do you have any idea about what should you do to make people voluntarily help you? No, it is not necessary that you should have helped them in the past. It is not necessary that you should have asked them for help. There is something else to it. So even I ask this question, students are generally silent. Silent because they do not know the answer. And then I ask them, how about you maintaining great relationships with people? My personal experiences, I have had lot of people in my life who voluntarily extended their help only because I maintain amazing relationship with such people. And when I say this, the question from students would be, ma'am, what should I do to make my friends voluntarily help me? What exactly should I be doing? And some people have, some students have even asked me, should I give them some gifts or something, ma'am? I said, no. There is something more precious in this world than the money that you can spend on your friends, and that is your time and your effort. Somehow, I believe if you can give time and effort to someone, that's more expensive than you giving money to them. So, my answer to those students is, you need to invest your time and energy in building relationships and maintaining meaningful relationships. Now, let's imagine a scenario like this. You are building and maintaining meaningful relationships. You, as a person, is very helpful to the relationships that you have, and you help people as much as you can. Now, when you need help, it is not necessary that the same people will come back and voluntarily help you. No, it is not at all necessary. It's not necessary that you should have helped them in the past. It's not necessary that you should go and ask them for help. And it is also not necessary that same people who received help from you in the past should come back and help you. And then there are few students who ask, Ma'am, why should we build and maintain relationships? We, anyways, have our parents, siblings, other relatives. So, why should we have other relationships other than parents, friends? Other than parents, siblings, and relatives? Some more questions. This is one question, like why should we have relationships other than the family members? And there are some people who ask, why should I build and maintain relationship? I don't need anybody to succeed in my life. I am a self-made person. What is self-made? You yourself is not self-made. Somebody else made you. So how can you become a self-made millionaire, self-made successful person? No. If you say you are a self-made successful person, it clearly says that you are ungrateful to people who have helped you in the past. No one can be self-made. Nobody is self-made. At some point of time or the other, we all need help from people. So when you build and maintain relationships and you help people around you as much as possible without expecting anything in return, trust me, God will place right people in your life when you need help. That really happens. And I have experienced it many times. So, building relationships, healthy relationships, and maintaining healthy relationships is very, very important and a critical part of your success. The kind of relationships that you build will decide who you are and what you become. So, when you build and maintain relationships, make sure you're building and maintaining relationship with positive people who are much better than you in staying focused and moving towards progress and achievement in their life. So they should definitely be way ahead of you. Make sure you build and maintain relationship with such people. I have heard this quote, we are the product of people around us. I've heard this from one wise man. He says, if you have 10 successful people around you, you will become the 11th successful person. If you have 10 lazy people who are not goal oriented about their life around you, then you will become the 11th one. So, what kind of relationships you hang around with is completely your choice. Mandala for this challenge is done. Now go ahead, recreate it, Share it with me.